Hello, lovely people. I was trying to play some music for you, but I think my computer glitched out a little bit. Not meant to be, whatever. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful day. I am in San Diego in front of a marina here, and I am so happy to be with you. Let's start off with the prayer. God and Goddess, thank you so much for this beautiful day and all of the many wonderful things that you fill our lives with. Thank you so much for the love and forgiveness and compassion that you have for us and for being with us in this contested world as we try to become our best selves and uplift ourselves and others and help us to create this world into a garden paradise, an Edenic paradise once more. In the name of Elohim, I pray. Amen. So today is Humanity Day, and I wanted to read the actual scripture here from the Nazarean book of Genesis, chapter 16. This is from the Holy Megillah Nasarean Bible, the Essene Way, translated by Day of Greenleaf and available at essene.org. The link in the description should take you to that, is where Abdiel is literally getting the instructions for the Nasarean Way. And it says the fifth, this is regarding the fourth day, which is Humanity Day. Think not that it is sufficient to have peace within your own home or village. Lo, disharmony in the distance may find its way to your door. Wherefore I say, blessed are the peacemakers. They are the helpful children of Elohim. They not only hope for peace, but work for it. For peace is not the fruit of passivity. I tell you truly, peace is the fruit of holy work through many lifetimes. Therefore, at midday of the fourth day, contemplate peace with humanity and speak these words. Our God and Goddess, immanent and transcendent, send to all your angel of peace. To humanity, send your angel of holy work. It's a good time to think of different ways that you can bring in different ways, different groups of people, especially ones that we have been led or programmed to be divisive against, different cultures, different races, different groups of people, whatever, all of these people are still here under the dome with us, and they're all brothers and sisters, no matter how far they have fallen or lost their way, and trying to bring about more peace with us and them is really important. So that being said, I wanted to read to you a little excerpt from chapter 30 of the Holy God Spell. So it's a little bit further in the back now. This is the New Testament with the teachings of Lord and Lady Christ. And this one is a PDF as well. So this is chapter 30, verse 941. And Miriam is bringing her disciples into the order of Shemesh and in Shemaiah. And they are doing a solar contemplation, veneration, and their skin, there's no males present, so it shows us to interact with the sun. Definitely, when you're in private, it is a good thing to do, but these trusted 7 disciples, so they were very close, and it wasn't weird or sexual or perverted or anything like that. But in the context of this, she goes on to say, as we face the sun, let our hands be raised high in homage to the 7th heaven of this world. Lo, let the palms of your hands face the sun directly. Feel the warmth of the sun enter your palms and empower your hands. Your touch healing powers are at their highest immediately after absorbing sunlight. Wherefore, perform this ritual with palms lifted toward the sun before touch healing sessions when circumstances permit, especially if you're doing Reiki or other things. This could be useful for you as well, but more so or even more so, when you are trying to heal yourself, that trying to be self-healers first and foremost, and then trying to help heal others as well is the goal. And remember, the best touch healer when you need healing should be yourself. The Essene Way is to heal oneself and to teach others to heal themselves. Even so, in serious illness, we graciously receive the assistance of expert healers ourselves, but then we choose wisely. Likewise, when others need assistance, we help, but always our aim is to teach others to know their own bodies and to be self-healers. Prayerful touch healing is called the golden therapy because it is the royal therapy. The sun into our palms, they are filled with healing power that lasts a day or so. This works much better if our spiritual consciousness is attuned to the sun in an attitude of true devotion to the seventh heaven. And you can definitely strengthen that connection with the sun by doing the daily communions, especially out in the sun, the morning, the evening, and the noontime when the sun is highest in the sky. Doing different the prayerful pose and trying to absorb the sunlight and connect with it is really a good way to attune to the sun. Behold, we absorb the healing light of the sun through the skin of our entire body, not only our hands. So if you're doing some sunbathing, it will really fill you up. We do this in the morning or late afternoon when the sun is warm but does not burn, and only for a short while. For lo, we need water to survive, but if we drink an entire lake, we die. Likewise, too much sun can kill us. So if you are somewhere where you can actually go out and put your palms to the sun and really try this, I would encourage you to, and we would love to hear the experience that you have in that. I wanted to just continue to read this little part after it because it is really important too. Miriam said, previously, I have initiated you 7 into the Nasarean religion of the Essene Way, because your sincerity, diligence, and loyalty have thus far been excellent. This morning, you will be rewarded. As you walk in Essene Mountain of Peace unfolds throughout your life, other rewards will come your way. As your walk in Essene Mountain of Peace, other rewards will come your way. For lo, the 4 pillars of discipleship are the word and never cease to bear fruit. Those 4 pillars were the sincerity, perseverance, and loyalty. The rewards will follow you. But seek not the rewards, rather seek only the way. The rewards will follow as natural fruits of the way if you seek only to walk in the way. When you seek the rewards, the fruit is sour. Rewards and empowerments that come your way without being sought are sweet like unto ripe fruit. Wherefore I say, let your mind be single. Focus only on the way, not the fruit. I thought that was pretty cool too. Just a good reminder to not be focused on the fruit, but be focused on the way, especially when we read different stories. Like, for instance, Peter in the Holy Megillah was very strict at following the rules and definitely didn't live the way that he should have. And I think that some of that was not just following God and being able to say that you follow it to a T, but I think part of that was, my reward in heaven is going to be even greater for following all of these commandments and really not living the way that he should have. So anyways, I'm going to check the live chat here and please tell me this isn't about urine therapy. When I typed in the title, I knew that someone was going to say that. So that's really funny. Thankfully not. Thankfully, the golden therapy is a sunlight therapy, and it is available all around us, even in a concrete jungle like San Diego. David D says, we have been through many cycles. The Megillah explains that it existed before, but has been updated for this cycle. For now, exactly. Well, their true teachings in the beginning, the Bahir Shabbatayim, all of these illuminations that showed the Nazarene path would be the same throughout every cycle, throughout every world, throughout everything, because that is the real teachings of God and Goddess, and they don't change. As far as the other scripted, not scripted, but the other scriptures with Lord and Lady Christ and other things that go in the Megillah, they're going to change potentially throughout the cycles based on, different situations that they're encountering and different things that get recorded into it. So, hello. So what is this live? Yes, we are live here. David, he says, urine therapy is black magic. Demons make sure it works temporarily, but to keep the effect going, you must degrade your temple. Continue to drink your own urine. Yes, it is really, really disturbing practice, but there's a lot of black magic practices that we have been engaged in unknowingly. Even eating animal flesh is a form of black magic and degradation to our soul. It is really, when you go vegan and you start to think about all of these things that people are eating and you see how corrupting they are and disgusting, it's like, wow, so many different ways that they have tried to take us from our natural way, existence, consciousness, and bliss, and that expansion of those things, degradation of confusion and darkness and corruption. So, all right, I am going to get off of here because I have some lunch waiting for me. But tomorrow is Wednesday, and I will be here for the noontime prayer, and then also at 3:30 to chat with you for a longer session about the truth of our reality, different things that are going on. One of the things I want to mention is about, I don't even know how much we're allowed to even say about this topic anymore because of what they're trying to push, but the powers that be trying to essentially normalize pedophilia, and we're going to talk a little bit about that and other things that maybe are in the news and truths of our reality. So I would love to chat with you tomorrow at 3:30, and also join me for prayer at noon if you would like to. It is really nice to be able to connect and just, at least for a few minutes, refocus ourselves on prayer and spiritual things, just taking, a time out of our hectic lifetimes that are so full of the material focus, the survival, all of that. So David D says, Peter was seduced by the power offered by the dark cloud to become the successor once Christ was crucified. And what just came into my mind when you said that was literally the dark cloud, the master brain, the AI, because I got a pine, I almost said pine tree, but there's a palm tree above me, and I'm a little bit cautious of them because I've seen them just drop branches before. So anyways, the dark cloud, the master brain, who literally did help Peter become this, human history was controlled and manipulated by this master brain. We do have free choice and free will, and we can fight back against it. But as far as mainstream history and all of these big events in the narrative, it has all been scripted just like it is today. So that's really interesting to think about. Yeah, that dark cloud being that. So, but if you have not seen my video on the story of Peter, I would encourage you to do that. That's where we read about the dark cloud, and how the dark cloud was literally telling Peter to do all of these things, to boast as being Christ's successor, to go in and correct Christ, to try to correct the whole group. So it's really interesting. If you haven't read that, I would definitely encourage you to. But that being said, I have my lunch waiting, and I will catch up with you tomorrow for a longer session where we can chat about all of these things. And yeah, I look forward to it. 3:30, please join me. I hope that you have a wonderful day. May God and the Goddess power you and light your way.
Brilliance and grace, welcome joy, satisfaction, pleasure and strain. Welcome essence.